Okay, so today I have some Burgundy Coleuses that I'm going to repot. So, I took these cuttings off of this Coleus plant that I have behind me. Yeah. So, I just took little cuttings off of them. You want them to be soft. You don't want them to have the hard bark, because I don't know if you saw, but on the bottom of it, it's got like hard stems. And you just take little cuttings off. You make sure they don't have any flowers on top. If they do, you just cut them off. And then you stick them in some water. And then they'll grow roots. This one's got good roots. So I'm going to plant it in some dirt now. And yeah, it doesn't matter how deep how deep you plant it, because as you can see, it grows roots from the bottom and the top. So that's what we're gonna do. So I'm just gonna stick my finger in here, plant it, put it close down like that, and I'm gonna fill it up with some dirt. So what we're gonna do with that, pat it down a little bit. Freaking bugs. So, ta-da! That's one. I have 6 today. So, here's another one. Let's do that one later. Here's one. So, as you can see, it doesn't matter if they're big or small, they're gonna grow. So, I think I'm gonna put this one in this one. It's got a little bit more dirt in it, because it's a little small. You can also plant these directly into the dirt and just keep the dirt moist, and they'll grow little babies. I don't feel like doing that. So I just cut them off, stick them in water. Works just fine. So let's hold that little gal up. Yeah. Said I was gonna hold it up, didn't hold it up. Okay. Push it down. Ta-da! That's the second one. How cute. Okay, let's do this one. Same thing, doesn't really matter. If you wanted to, you could cut it off more. Doesn't matter, really. And you can let them stay in the water as long as you want. Really. You just don't want their roots to get too big, because then you'll probably have to cut some off. I mean, I guess you could just not cut some off, but it's a lot harder to plant a plant that's got a lot of roots that aren't all balled up than the one that has little roots that can just grow more. I'll add a little bit more dirt because it's a long stick. You don't want to cover their leaves up, because then they're just gonna rot and die. That's all. Give it a little pat, not too hard of a pat, just to keep it up. Let's see. This is the one I already grabbed. I have one in here. I think I'm gonna plant this one. I have one in here that I'm not gonna plant because it's got like barely any roots on it, which would be fine if I did plant it, but I don't want to plant it. So This one barely has any roots on it too, but it's still got like more than one root, you know, so I'm gonna plant it. I'm gonna do this one next. Take a little finger hole, as deep as you want it to be with these Coleuses, because and I'm gonna do pretty deep in all of them because they can grow more roots. That's more area for them to grow roots on and to help them be sturdy. So Coleuses, if you don't know, are annuals in Texas. So they die in the winter. So what people do is they cut off the good parts of the plant, throw them in some water like I did. Obviously they sprout very well. And then they just let them grow inside pots or whatever. Then next spring, they'll be ready to plant in your garden or whatever you want to do. They like partial shade, partial sun. That's about it. There's all kinds of different Coleuses. I got this one on discount because it's like the end of the growing season. But they got all kinds of pretty ones. This one's kind of basic. The other ones have like all kinds of pretty colors. That's about it. You should check them out if you haven't already. Good enough. Leaves like this, crap. And then this one goes to this pot. This one's a little bitty baby. It's got some roots on there. We'll put some more dirt in here because it's just a baby. And we want the leaves to be on the outside, not on the inside. I like to crunch my dirt up so it's all kind of fine. Boop. There we go. All done. So I'm gonna take more cuttings off of that Coleus, I think, because it's got some at the top, and stick them back in here with this guy. Let it live for a little bit longer. I could just cut, you know what? Well, it's already growing roots. This is probably going to be one of those where it grows roots, look, because it's got a little baby one up here, that grows roots the whole time, like all the way down or whatever, and then I'll probably end up cutting some of it off just so it'll fit in the pot. So that's probably what that one's going to be. That's about it. Bye.